Pepto-Biz, what this pink stuff is, gonna tell me. Yeah, you heard me, you ain't felt me. I've been moving, I've been shaking, go and hit me on the celly. Try to sell me on something while I hold it compelling. Ever since I've been gone like Kelly, they been trying to tell me about this and that. I ain't chatting with you, we ain't going tit for tat. Trying to tell me how to get in the bag, we're going to get in the bag, I'm about to get in it. I'm like, better get a habit, you should know it's automated. I've been getting to it, I ain't noticed y'all was hating. Brand new chick, she don't know that I can pace it. I just wanna...
Today, from Ford Field in Detroit, it's Week 13 of the NFL on EA Sports. Detroit Lions taking on Russell Wilson and the Seattle Seahawks.
First opened in 2002. There's a look inside Ford Field here in downtown Detroit, the Motor City. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Seattle Seahawks and the Detroit Lions. Along with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And, Charles, we look at this Lions team entering play. They come in losers of 2 straight, so they're trying to right the ship here a little bit.
They're teetering a little bit, aren't they? And now things could really go south if they lose this game, so they understand the importance of playing well and stopping this streak.
Meanwhile, for our visitors, the Seahawks, they've been as hot as anyone. The win last week makes it 9 out of 10.
The results are hard to argue. If there's a team better suited for the postseason right now, I don't know who they are.
The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. On first down, it's Stafford. And incomplete to open things up. Kerryon Johnson, the intended receiver, but it'll be second down.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing again. Stafford. That'll be taken in there by Kenny Golladay. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. The second down completion got him 7. Now here's 3rd and 3. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense.
I spent a lot of extra time preparing for this game, watching this offensive line, because they gave up 5 sacks last week in their loss. They just gave up another one now. They don't seem to be working together as a cohesive unit. Right? 4 guys might have it right, but the 5th guy is giving something up. They've got to find a way to all get on the same page.
The Seahawks take over.
A nice punt, but a good run back as well of 13 yards. And the Seahawks will have great field position to start this drive. They take over on the short side of the field. And Gurley on first down, no chance that time. He's swallowed up for a loss of about 3. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Pressure comes, and Wilson's going to go down.
2 plays so far, a run and a pass attempt, and both have gone backwards.
Probably not how they drew that up.
Not at all.
Looking for a better play coming up on 3rd. That's complete to DK Metcalf.
Wilson's pass.
And he'll get it down here to the 43. It'll be a pickup of 16, but they'll remain short of the marker, and it's 4th down. Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. 4th down conversion plays. You use
sense. Let's see if they open things up a little bit.
See if they open things up. Let's see what the defense does here, too, after a good stop. Now on 2nd and 13. Stafford. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. It'll be a nickel look here for the Seahawks on 3rd down. A shotgun snap for Stafford. As he throws there, incomplete.
Intended for carry-on Johnson.
That certainly looks like nothing to show now from these first 2 possessions. And guess what? When you're on a losing streak, that can lead to a full sense of, here we go again. So on the sidelines, the offensive play callers, quarterback, they've got to get together and dial something up to start their next drive. Otherwise, it could be a long game.
42-yard punt, 6 on the return. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. DK Metcalf of the Seattle offense about set to take over once again. For him, what an accomplishment in this game, surpassing the 2,000-yard mark. And all the time we talk about these guys out wide like him that are so athletic and can do so many things. But take us a little deeper. How has he done it this year?
Well, you helped with this because when we sat down with him before the game and discussed his season, and you said to him, okay, I have a vision that you, similar to a pitcher, change up a lot of things, right? Different arm angles, different slots that a pitcher would do. You do that with your route running and all that. And I loved his response. He said, yeah, I do that. But one of his best friends is a world-ranked tennis player, and he talked about serves and how you change up, take pace off, do different things, and he incorporated that into his route running.
And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Knocking it away there defensively, Justin Coleman. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. That's into the hands of his tight end, Will Dissly. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
Ronald Jones, the ball.
They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
A 2-yard gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
Play action. It's Wilson. And it's going to be another 1st down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 31-yard line. A Seahawk 1st down as Wilson finds Lockett. And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth. When the ball's arriving and there's a defender there, he just comes down with the ball. He competes and takes it away. Great hands, great ability to finish the catch.
Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down. Oh, that was dangerous. Threw it into coverage, almost picked, but instead they'll keep it on 2nd down.
To 2nd and goal.
On 2nd and goal. Wilson, and he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Tyler Lockett with another touchdown, number 24 on the year. And the Seahawks add on to their lead.
There's not much that's perfect in football, but that's about as close to it as you're going to get. Score, force a punt, score again.
And both drives were impressive. The opening drive was, that last one was. Now on the other side, though, what's your psyche? You're really behind the 8 ball.
You got to make sure you just hold in there. Survive the early storm, relax a little bit, and try and get back to your game plan. It's way too early for panic.
And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. Here's the Detroit offense now as they head back out onto the field. And this is their 3rd drive. Right now, maybe not about points, just about getting something. They haven't gotten a 1st down yet in this game.
It's a mental barrier you don't think about until you go a couple.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Greedy Williams picks it off. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Partner, what we just saw, that's a great example of a team that was really amped up. They've been playing so well, yet they didn't get overexcited and have a bust on defense and gave up a big play. Instead, they created their own big play with a pick six, this one may be over.
Yeah, it's just the first half, but that lead has swelled to the point where you're wondering if it is over already. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
Fielded in the end zone.
And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
And Detroit getting set to go now. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all of these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
These are his numbers from last week's contest. 7 catches, 60 yards.
That was a nice job there pulling that one in. Now, this is an offense that will certainly spread the ball around a bit, and this is a guy the defenses had better focus on.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. A first down carry here for Johnson. And able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41.
33, carry on Johnson. The ball.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line.
Jay Hawkinson.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively.
And 6.
Out of the gun, Stafford. He lost the football. Stafford puts it on the ground. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line.
Fumble on the play.
Well, partner, they went empty set there. No backs in the backfield. All receivers out in the pattern. And in this situation, you know what the quarterback has to do? Act as his own blitz control.
Yeah, he's got nobody else there to protect
No
him.
one else there to protect, which means he's got to get rid of the football and absorb the hit, but not go down and fumble the ball.
And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field.
Holding offense.
Come on, dog! So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Following the penalty, it's Gurley. Nine big yards on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
The ball carrier. He was brought down at the 20.
Now on 2nd down, this is Gurley. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
Give them 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. 7 yards left for 2nd down. Ball at the 10. They'll run it with Jones. And he maneuvers his way down to the 3-yard line.
The ball carrier.
A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run.
And he's across the chalk into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. Todd Gurley, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Seahawks find a way to stretch their lead. It's good, and they stretch their lead to 28-0 now. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And it's finished off by a Todd Gurley touchdown run.
Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Taken in the end zone. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
Kenny Galladay and the Lions set to go to work again.
They've got to be thinking, how can we get him a little bit more involved here? 2nd quarter, you're down, and really, he's been out of the mix.
I would agree with that, and oftentimes you hear, well, we're just taking what the defense is giving us. But sometimes that's just not good enough. sometimes you have to take what you want, and that means getting him the football.
Yeah, so far just a single catch in this game.
A 6-yard pickup.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
31-yard line.
Stafford.
They'll drop this down to Johnson underneath.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
On 1st and 10, Stafford. Open man, he's got him, the tight end, Hockenson. And he is down deep into Seattle territory. It's a big play there for the Lions. And even 50 yards. The Lions into the red zone for the first time. They've got a 1st and goal to go at the 7. They'll try and run. This is Johnson. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5.
Johnson, the ball carrier.
Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage.
Jamal Adams.
Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal.
No gain on the play. Brings up 3rd and goal.
From the gun, here's Stafford. And he's going to be dropped back at the 15-yard line. Darrell Taylor, he continues to wreak havoc in the offensive backfield. Sack number 16 on the year.
They were in the top 5 in sacks in the league coming into this one. That's their 3rd one in this game. Obviously, pass rush has been a strength of this team all year long.
And apparently they're not satisfied with top 5. They want to climb that ladder.
Yeah, I think it goes back to their offseason. They decided to make it a priority, and it's working out.
Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coach are both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
Yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
So now then the penalty's got him set up with a 1st and goal. Operating from the gun, Stafford. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. That'll bring up 2nd and goal after the gain of 5.
A gain of 5.
I know the halftime's approaching, but I don't think he's going to want to take a break. That's his pitch catch.
Yeah, they've really been targeting the tight. And he's going to take it in for a Lion touchdown. Kerryon Johnson hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Lions are able to draw a bit closer.
I'm not sure that they have illusions right now of, okay, we're going to score 8 times in a row and we're going to be terrific. But to get one, that was huge for them. That has to feel much better right now.
And you do have, we're still in the first half. You do have the entire second half. There's something about that goose egg that just looked bad on that board, but now they've broken it.
Yeah, broken through. Can they maintain the pace? We'll see as we go along.
Prater to kick.
After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
And our attention shifts to Todd Gurley. And he's sure looking like a lock for a 1,000-yard season. Don't know if he's going to get it in this game, but he'd probably like to just to get past that point.
Yeah, and if he doesn't,
Oh, ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off by Jerome Harmon. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line.
oh man, Brandon, not a real good throw that time. It looked like he tried to put a little too much air under this one, and it turned into a floater. And defensively, this is a dream. He could have fair caught that one. That was way too easy.
A pass complete here to Conley. And down inside the 15 he goes. 11 yards there and a Lion first down.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
From the gun, Stafford. And he's wrapped up, taken down, back at the 25. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. And the pressure gets to him again. Darrell Taylor in there to bring him down, and that is sack number 17 for him now on the year. 3rd and long, it's Stafford. Just what Seattle was hoping for. The coverage holds, and now 4th down.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
Here is Matt Prater now. He's got the leg for this as he holds the NFL record with a 64-yarder back in 2013. This will be from 56 yards out. Online, but off the crossbar, no good. A long-range effort denied 3 points at the very end. All things considered, a pretty good kick, just cruel punishment there to be denied by the crossbar.
If you're going to hit from that distance, sometimes you're going to need a little luck, and unfortunately for him, this time the break goes against him.
And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And the timeout comes in with 2 seconds remaining. So they can trot out the field goal unit for the try before we hit the lockers. A bit of a surprise. They're going for it with 2 ticks remaining. No sign of the field goal unit. And now this throw incomplete, and that is how this first half will come to an end. Due to time constraints, we move you forward in today's broadcast to the beginning of the 3rd quarter. The Seahawks with the advantage, and they get the football first as the second half is underway.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone.
So let's glance at a player's spotlight now with Russell Wilson. He's had one of those games that any quarterback loves, not only being able to complete some passes, but some deep passes.
And it's pretty to watch. I mean, it's an absolute joy to see, but let's face it, we got to give a little bit of credit where it's deserved, right?
Well, the protection's been great, if that's where you're going.
The protection's been phenomenal, but how about how it's been spotlighted, right? Our producer, Christian McLeod, our director, Kyle Burt, the rest of the crew, what they put together with these images and pictures, if you're an offensive lineman, that's what you're taking with you to contract time.
They're going to have a lot to take to contract time if this continues. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. They go play action with Wilson. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked by Tracy Walker. Pretty much everything went their way offensively in the first half, but now an interception on the opening drive of the 3rd quarter.
As we know, the key to everything here, don't get careless with the football. The problem is you've got to stay aggressive as well. So where's the line between being aggressive and attacking and being overly aggressive? I think they just crossed it on that one.
A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
At the 38-yard line.
Operating from the gun, Stafford. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Incomplete.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. To throw again, Stafford. And a heavy traffic and At the 42-yard line. He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick six last week. Not a pick six here, but an interception.
It's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept the pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. Well, that worked really well last week because he made it all the way to the end zone. This week he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
Here's 2nd and 5 now from the 37.
They'll stick to the ground game with Gurley. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. A big play on the ground there. It goes for 36 yards. From the gun, it's Wilson. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete.
Will Dissly, the intended receiver.
But it'll be 2nd and goal. 2nd down and goal. Wilson to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Will Dissly, the intended receiver.
But now it's 3rd and goal.
And now 3rd and goal following incompletions on 1st and 2nd down.
They'll try and push it in with Gurley. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And that will bring up an interesting decision here on 4th and goal. And that is going to be incomplete. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And the Lion defense able to come up there with a goal line stand. So a tough pill to swallow there. A would-be touchdown pass in and out of his hands on 4th.
Sometimes it just comes down to execution, doesn't it? Because we're always questioning, should they go for it, should they not? Is it the right play call, is it not? In this situation, everything was right except for the finish. You have to catch the ball and convert.
And on the stop, it was the UCF product, Shaquem Griffin.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6. At the 7-yard line.
Again, it's Johnson. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. From his own goal line, Stafford. And Jones has it over the middle. And they're able to corral him right around the 8, and that's short of the 1st down. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down.
I think that call was made not so much to try and get the 1st down, although they would have taken it if they could have gotten it, but to give their punter a little bit of space and try and help out their defense.
Yeah, they got the safe completion on 3rd. It'll be a 44-yard punt. The return goes for 8. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second-half blowout material.
Now the front right side taken in here to start this drive. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. They get 17 on that one, move the chains, 1st down Seahawks. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Out of the gun, here's Wilson.
A quick target here, complete to Metcalf.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
So 2nd and 10 now here in the 3rd quarter from Detroit.
Throwing again. Wilson.
He goes right back to Metcalf, this time complete.
And he is in for the Seattle touchdown.
Seattle.
Making a hat trick for Russell Wilson. 3 touchdown passes now. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So that drive, 4 plays. And the Seahawks capping it off with a touchdown. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
So the Lions offense ready to go back out onto the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here.
23-yard line.
On 2nd and 12, Stafford toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete.
I'm getting the sense that this offense is getting frustrated. Here we are into the third quarter, and they've had plenty of opportunities to get in sync. Thus far, that hasn't happened. They're looking for answers both on the sidelines and in the huddle looking at each other.
It's caught. Jones. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That's a third down conversion of 24 yards there. Nice play.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Now a first down throw. Stafford. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. To throw again. Stafford. That's to his running back, Kerryon Johnson. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 35. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. And he won't get much. Maybe a couple. Down inside the 35 to the 34.
There on the tackle.
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got to just pin their ears back and get after him now.
Again, the ball carrier.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
A third down now. Those last two plays indicative of how things have gone. Stafford for the third time is intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. 30, the 20, 10, and he's going to score. It's a Seahawk touchdown.
This D wanted to put it away before we even get to the fourth quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
Gostkowski the extra point, and the lead will swell by one more. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away.
Fielded in the end zone, and he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
25-yard line.
Detroit's offense ready to take over.
And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better.
And his pass is intercepted for the fourth time today. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
Extra point good by Gostkowski, and that will extend this big lead.
Michael Dixon to kick off for
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
Takes this about 5 yards deep, and this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And fresh off the pick six, they've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, he's got to be like when we talk about the defensive backs who get beat for a long touchdown. Short-term memory, right back out there doing the things that he does best, and knowing that taking care of the ball is paramount. Here's his opportunity.
It comes back to those defensive backs for the former DB, right?
I don't know where that comes from. It just kind of emerges out at me for some reason.
It's deep in there, right? And he drops it incomplete, and their struggles continue here. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. From the gun, Stafford. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner. And he's going to score. It's a Seahawks touchdown. Making back-to-back weeks now with a pick six for him. He had one a week ago.
Talk about being in the groove, and what are the odds of what we're seeing right here? You don't see it happen very often. Listen, if you get a pick six in a season, it's been a big year, let alone back-to-back weeks. I'll tell you this, I want to play cards against this guy in the locker room.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25.
Here's the Detroit offense now as they head back out onto the field.
We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this fourth quarter.
Stafford and the Lions now have it 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Stafford here coming off his pick six. Catch is made by Hockenson, the tight end. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
And he'll work from the 29 on 2nd and 6.
Operating from the gun. Stafford throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete.
You could tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. And now here's another interception. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. Yet another mistake after the interception there. And, gosh, you look up at the scoreboard, they just got to be thinking this one cannot get over fast enough.
It certainly can. And also what happens when you get this big of a deficit, you're supposed to make all the right throws, right? You're supposed to try and obviously get the ball to your own guys. But being down this big, you also take even more chances. And in this situation, that hasn't paid off for them at all.
On the other sideline, jubilation and laughter. There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. A good pickup there, 26 yards. From the shotgun, Wilson. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Russell Wilson now with 4 touchdown passes on the afternoon. And the interception by the Seahawks D leads to a touchdown. Even though they've got this big advantage, Charles, they are not taking their foot off the gas pedal right now.
Well, I think what we're seeing is the result of all their great preparation and great practice time during the week. And even though it seems like this is a great chance to pull people back and maybe, not try and score a few more times, they don't want to do that. I think they're enjoying what they're seeing, the collective effort, and they want to play it all the way out.
First and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
And Detroit getting set to go now.
Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down.
Griffin.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Now a man open down the middle of the field. And he's able to get up here to the 26.
Chris Conley.
The Lions on 3rd down. Not getting the job done at all. A very poor 1 for 10. This is 3rd and 9. He'll get this one to Galladay. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 11 yards there and a Lion first down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Stafford. Screenplay, Johnson. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
Options galore here, 2nd and a few inches.
10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches.
Stafford looks to throw again. And the pressure gets to him and brings him down. Stafford is sacked.
Grady Jarrett able to record his 5th sack of the season.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
Oh, my goodness. Another interception. Picked up by Jamal Adams. And they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line. Well, partner, I got to tell you, I'm trying to think of something positive to say for this offense, but I'd have to be a spin doctor for that one. This has been a tough performance to watch.
And I think it's hard at this point to actually identify what's really gone wrong. I guess the catch-all is everything. Doesn't sound like real sharp analysis, but I don't have much else for you.
And the scoreboard just lopsided, and it's been ugly from the get-go.
2nd and 3.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Wilson, he lets it. This is caught inside the 15. A big play that time for the Seahawks. 45 yards.
They've got 3 tight ends here on 1st and goal to add some extra mass.
Wilson. And give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues. Extra point try for Gostkowski. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And it all culminates with a Seattle score. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
Taken in the end zone. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
25-yard line.
The Lions offense set to take over. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the 4th quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he can't escape, and down he goes.
right now, that's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body language.
Hands on hips, heads low. It's just been a struggle from the start. Yeah,
this team has been thoroughly beaten right from the word go.
Chris Conley, the intended receiver. And that takes us from second to third down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Out of the gun, Stafford. And this is caught. I think he got that with one hand. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here comes the Lions punter now as he'll punt it away for the fourth time today. Pulled in at the 24. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds.
Illegal block in the back. Return team.
And that negates a pretty decent punt return.
And the goal is to gain a first down on a punt return, which is 10 yards. This was much more than that, but it is going to come back due to the illegal block in the back.
Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And that's caught inside the 35. It's a big play there for Seattle. 75 yards.
At the 1-yard line.
To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Tyler Lockett was the target there. But it'll be second and goal. Todd Gurley standing by his lonesome in the backfield here. Second and goal. Wilson wants to throw it. And that is caught. And he has now tied the record. Touchdown.
Well, partner, when a team's up this big, this late in the game, I always wonder what's their motivation, because if it's me, I'm thinking about pulling on the reins a little bit. But for them, I don't think it's in their DNA. It's not in their head coach's makeup at all. I think his opinion is, you stop us. We're not supposed to pull back ourselves.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fielded in the end zone. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Detroit's offense ready to take over. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in a game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
The second down attempt there knocked down as it leaves the quarterback's hand, and it's incomplete. Credit that break up to Greedy Williams. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Stafford to Jones, enough for a Lion first down. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. On first down, Stafford here. Open man, he's got him, the tight end Hawkinson. And now with 6 seconds remaining, they're going to burn their final timeout.
Gain of a yard. Brings up second.
They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. To the air again, Stafford. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the Seahawks, they continue to keep pace for that first round.